feet. Keep me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me? Pulling back the reins, letting go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new. My name is Skyee and today we're going to be working on part 4 of our March color along. We're working in Johanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. So this will be the final part. We will be finishing this page. I'm super excited. So this is what we've got done so far. We have just the background left to do. This page is looking so beautiful. It's definitely not colors that I usually use, but I am loving it. I do have another book in behind mine just to make up the difference of the height for the binding. That way it's not so rough on it. So it kind of lays flat rather than having it lay like that, because the binding is trying to break on me and I'm trying to prevent that from happening as much as I can. So I don't really know what I want to do. I thought about maybe adding a moon, but I don't think I really want to add anything else to the page because it's already fairly busy, but I don't know. Just trying to picture what it would look like with a moon, or like where we would put one if we did. Like I don't really know. And I'm thinking, like, if we did put a moon in on this page, would we have to put a sun in on this page? And I don't know if I want to put a sun in on this page. I think I'm just going to leave it pretty basic because this page already has so much going on. I don't feel like the background needs to be anything super amazing. We're going to definitely have some little fireflies glowing, and that'll add to it without it being too overbearing. It'll be pretty simple, but we'll hopefully add kind of a whimsical feel to it. And then, of course, we'll probably add a few stars as well. But I think other than that, we're going to keep it pretty basic. I think I would just hate to take away from the actual picture. If we had more background and open space to work with, then I think it would be okay to do, but I don't want it to be too distracting. So let's go ahead and dive on in. I'm just going to zoom in quite a bit here. I don't really know what colors I'm going to use yet aside from black, so that's what we're going to start off with. And my plan here is to just pretty much color in around all of the filigree kind of border bits. So we'll probably bring the black down to at least here and then kind of start fading it out. So kind of see how that goes. I don't know whether I should speed this up or not because it's going to be pretty boring for this part. I'm literally just going to be there's the inside of that done. Now we just need to kind of figure out where our colors are going to be. Let me figure out what colors we want, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I think I found our colors. I think we can stay in frame if we stay around here. Let's oops, let's go in and place our, what are they called? Fireflies. Which are pretty much just going to be little circles. So one here, maybe a smaller one beside it. I don't want to go too crazy with them, but I do want to have a few of them throughout the page. I think that's probably good there. Okay, I know they don't look like much now, but hopefully they will look better in a little bit. So let's go through and start laying down a really light layer of our colors here. I want the sky blue light to come up to probably around here. And so I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher to about here because I have to leave room for blending into our next color, and I always forget about that. So I always end up with less of a color than I actually want. Okay. So right about here is where I'm stopping off with this color. And again, I'm just lightly placing it in, just using a kind of light to medium pressure. Enough that I can see it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. So when I place in the next color, you'll be able to see that. I'm also going to avoid these little dots. I don't want to go too close to those at all. Now, I don't want our gradient to stay straight across, but since we're just doing a base, we can always change that up after. So for now, I'm going to have it kind of going straight. I'm not going to worry about basing everything over here. We'll just work on these lines kind of going up. So from there, we're going to go into the non-photo blue. Again, don't want to get too close to these dots, so I'm just going to kind of bring this in across so we can see. I don't want a whole lot of this, so let's kind of end it here, I think. And you guys could technically skip this part if you want. I just like to map out kind of about where I'm gonna have things. That way I've got a general idea. But you don't really have to start laying down color until we get to kind of finalizing it. I'm being really messy with this too. That's okay. Okay, Copenhagen blue. So it's going to start here. I'm actually going to start this around here, I think. I'm going to kind of have a weird shape with that, and then the ending throne blue. Around here, that's going to start here. I'm going to have that kind of come up, kind of like this. Okay, I know that is not pretty. Bear with me here. Okay, so let's go back in with our black. We're going to zoom in a little bit because now we can kind of start working our way down. Okay, so we want our black to come away from the filigree area at kind of full opacity. And then we can start fading it out. And that's where we're going to start working it into our next color. Try and kind of match the black up along here. I hate the black Prismacolor pencil. I really do. I feel like they just miss the ball on these. Some of them are so soft and others it's just you have to fight with it and it's so annoying. Just want to see how well this is going to blend. So I'm going to switch to my in-throne blue here. Just using a light medium pressure. Okay, those two seem like they're going to blend pretty good. Even though the black kind of looks patchy when it's laid down, the blue definitely seems to help. So we've got this little guy here. Let's work on him quick. So we're going to switch to the canary yellow. I'm going to make a solid little dot. And then we're going to switch to the deco yellow. I'm just going to come out from that dot all around it just a little bit. I'm going to really soften that up. Same thing with the cream. Just bring it out a little further. And I think we'll use the white to help blend that into whatever color we're using, which I think in this case it's going to be the black. I'm kind of sick of this black pencil, so let's work on getting that finished because I don't want to use it anymore. I need to find the set with the superior black pencil. I wonder which set of pencils that would be. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn this a little bit. Hopefully that's okay. And we'll try and kind of match them up around here. I'm just going to work on building up the color for the black. We're just going to slowly work at this until we've got a really nice subtle fade. Right then we can go in with our cream. And we're going to carefully blend this into the black. Until we get something that looks like that. Okay, let's do this dot next because we're going to be working with the Copenhagen blue, which is going to be going around that. So start with the canary yellow. I go in and darken up that dot. Okay, deco yellow. So we're going to fade this out from the dot. Cream, going to do the same thing. Okay. Let's carry on with our in-and-thrown blue. I'm going to put this in an extender as well. Not that these work the greatest. Okay, I'm going to sharpen this. Then we'll dive on in. The darker colors need the most work because you're fighting with the tooth of the paper, and it really shows through with the dark colors because of the contrast between the light and dark. So when we get to the lighter colors, it will be a lot easier. We do want to kind of bring this in-and-thrown blue up into the light of the firefly a little bit. Hopefully it'll kind of transfer that these are fireflies and not stars. If not, then oh well. Yeah, I don't think we'll be needing the black anymore. I guess we'll find out, but for now I think we're okay. Start fading this out here. I think we'll bring this color down to about here. Fade it out there. Let's go in very lightly in around this firefly. I keep wanting to call them dragonflies, but that's not right. Okay, and then from there we can kind of build up our color as we blend into it. I think that's good there. So let's go in with our cream. Again, we're gonna just lightly blend out. Ooh, that's pretty. We're gonna fade this off here. darken this a little bit more. Go like that. Okay, let's work on these two little fireflies. It's just going to do the exact same steps as before. Just going to go in and make the center a solid yellow. Bring them out slightly with the deco yellow. This one's going to be quite a bit smaller, so we're not going to bring that out too much. And then cream. Now you're going to have to be careful because your cream will have a blue tinge to it. So I'm going to make sure to clean that off. If I can find a spare piece of paper. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can do here, because this is kind of a weird one. So this top one is mostly going to be in around the end and throne blue. This one, though, is going to be kind of around both. I'm going to keep slowly working at that fade until it's very gradual. And then when we're happy with it, so for this one, I'm going to finish this little firefly off. Okay. Now I'm just going to come in with the in and throne blue a little bit more and darken up just a few of these areas that look a little too light. Okay. So that's it for the in and throne blue. We're going to move on to the Copenhagen blue next. Don't think I want a whole lot of this blue. I'll actually start on on this side, I think. So let's just bring this in, kind of like a light medium pressure. So I'm going to bring this up into the Copenhagen blue a little bit, help blend them together. I think I'm just going to fade this off like right around here. Let's see, we got our sky blue light, non-photo blue, and true blue. Well, we'll see. Might bring it down farther, but for now, let's think about fading it off around there. Okay, I think that's good there. Let's come in with the cream, make sure we clean it off. And then same thing. There we go. It's beautiful. I'm bringing it down a little lower here. This little one here is going to be pretty small, but let's go through and get that one started. So Deco Yellow first. Or sorry, Canary Yellow. That was Canary Yellow, and then Deco Yellow. And we'll go in with the cream, gonna clean it off. And then we're gonna go in with the cream and just lightly blend. This is looking so pretty. I can't wait to see it finished. I'm glad that we didn't add anything else. I'm actually really liking the simplicity of this. It really catches your eyes. I'm even like debating not adding stars now, honestly. I don't know where I would put them. Okay, I got rid of the swatch that I'm using. We're using the Skyee. I'm gonna have it fade off, I think around here. Just kind of bring this down to here as well, I think. So we've also got this one here. So that's going to be in the Copenhagen blue. This will be fading down around here. I think around here too, we'll have it fade off. Let's fade this off here. So it's all around the same area, but it's not completely even. And oh my goodness, my wrist is killing me. We're so close that we can do this. I hate doing color pencil backgrounds, but they're so pretty. They're so time consuming and pencil consuming. That's why when I do backgrounds, I try and mostly pick colors that I don't use a lot. They can be similar to colors that I use a lot, but let's work on this little guy here. So canary yellow. Let's bring this up a little bit so you guys can actually see. Okay, deco yellow. Cream. Okay, back in with the Copenhagen blue. Try and do a super soft fade. And then we can try and ease into that fade. just by adding little layer after little layer until the gradient looks really soft. Say about there looks good. Apparently I lost the swatch for my cream pencil. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Okay, next color. It's the True Blue. We've only got 3 more colors left. So I don't think I want a whole lot of this color. But we'll see. Let's have it fade off here. Just after this firefly here. Let me also make sure that I'm in frame, because I'd be sad if you guys couldn't see this. And that would be just my luck. Okay, so let's have this fade out here. Which I think right around here was initially where I wanted to fade out with the sky blue light, but that's okay. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to color in all of these more solid areas first, and then we'll go in and do all of the fireflies. Just to save from a lot of unnecessary pencil switching. this down here. Oh. I should stop, but I don't want to. We're so close. Okay. So we can do these 3 fireflies here. So start them off with the canary yellow. And so guys, just a little tiny. And come in with the deco yellow. And then the cream, which I'm gonna clean mine off and sharpen it. Very gently fade into this firefly. And this one too. And this one. Okay, once we're happy with those gradients, I just dropped the swatch. I'm gonna pick that up before I panic when I go to use it later. Okay, so we'll go in with the cream. And just like before, we're just going to very lightly blend this out. All right, next color. 2 more. We're so close, guys. We're so close. What time are we at? Ooh, this is taking longer than I thought it would. And then again, it always does. Okay, so in with the non-photo blue. I'm actually going to start kind of at the bottom here. So I'm just fading it out down here. This is where our last color is going to be. I do want to bring this up a little ways too. So it's going to kind of come up, kind of like this. There's a little dragonfly there. I colored over him a little bit. Okay, so think like this. So then we're just going to go through and pretty much color all of this in. We're going to fade the non-photo blue into the previous blue. Dragonfly here. Why do I keep calling them dragonflies? Firefly. There's a firefly there. Bedtime, maybe? Just kidding. It's only like 3 in the afternoon. I think that's everything for the non-photo blue. So let's go in and do the fireflies. So we've got one here, a little tiny one here, and one here. Okay, we'll go in with our deco yellow. And then the cream. Okay, then we'll go in with the non-photo blue and kind of go around that. This one is going to be kind of like a mix of the non-photo blue and the cloud blue, so I'm gonna, or not cloud blue, the sky blue light, so I'm just gonna leave that one, but these other ones I can kind of go in a little closer to. This is a really light color, so it's a lot easier to fade in towards those blues. I don't know if that was a firefly there or not, but I'm just going to go in over that with the cream. Just to be safe. Not going to touch this one yet because we still have to put blue in around it. Okay, let's go in with our sky blue light. I'm going to start here just so I can finish off this last firefly. So I'm just going to pop that around there. I don't know what this little dot is. Does not want to go away though, so I guess it's staying. Okay, and then cream. Cream can't even get that little dot out. It's muting it down a little bit. I don't know what that was. Something stuck to that sky blue light. Don't mind me. Just dropping my pencils everywhere. Like usual, that's what I do. And the rest are trying to escape. You stay. Stay. Bad pencils. Okay, so let's finish this. So everything from here is going to be colored with the sky blue light. All right. Pretty sure I got it all, hopefully. It's such a light color, it's easy to miss, but oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so a couple things that we need to do now. So I'm gonna go in and just bring out the stems of these leaves. I think there's only the two. I'm not going to keep those white. I'll come in and color those with the green. That way they match. I don't want to add stars. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I don't really think there's any other white highlights I want to do, but I do want to do black. So I'm going to grab out my black Posca pen and I'm just going to pick out all of these little ovals here because I'm pretty sure these are where the butterfly touched and got paint on. And we might miss some because they're pretty small, but as long as we get most of them going across the page, I think that'll be okay. And then these, I do want to make these dark. Yeah, and a couple little smaller ones too. And very carefully, I don't want to dip into the black Posca that I just put down, but I did want to go through and go over the black lines. For these not bluebells. There. It's so pretty. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. I'm gonna grab the lime peel. I'm just gonna very lightly go over these white lines with that I just put in with the Posca. Be careful not to press too hard, otherwise it will kind of chip away. There we go. I think we're done. Let's add one more thing. I'm gonna grab my gold stickles. You can use any color. And I'm just going to stickle up the butterfly, and I think this is the only thing I'm gonna glitter up. So I'm gonna hit the entire butterfly except for the parts that have paint. Could make the fireflies glow too, but I think I'm just gonna leave them subtle in the background. Let's I'm gonna stickle the center of these little flowers too. And I'm just gonna use pink stickles for that. Again, you can use any color that you want. Let's see if these wanna work. Come on. Yeah, can't hold on to anything now. Okay, this is definitely partially clogged. Okay, let's try it. Don't know if that's much better. Nope. Okay, and then oh my god, let's stickle up the flowers. So I'm just going to use different colored stickles because I have them, but if I didn't have these, I would just use clear stickles on all the flowers. Clear stickles are literally the best because they're clear, so they can go over top of anything. Why don't these want to work? Oh, and then it does that. Here's a hack. Here's a hack. I can't talk today. If you put out too much stickles, you can kind of use the bottle like a pipette and squeeze some of the air out and then put the nozzle towards the stickles and let go, and it will kind of suck the stickles back in. Just a little tip if you did not know that. And I think for these, I'm gonna go in with these really pretty pink stickles. And just put them all over. think that's it. Show you guys the glittery goodness. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like that. We're going to call it finished. Make sure I keep all of my stuff here, that way I can write down everything that we used. Okay, let's go in with clear stickles. I'm going to stickle kind of like the light part of this lantern. At least that's what I see it as. I see it as a lantern and that's a light. I don't know if that's accurate, but... And then, I don't know, I just really want to stickle up this gold part, so we're going to do that. Okay, now I think that's everything. It's so pretty. Make sure these are spread out. There's a couple little bits that were really clunked together. And should have put a little disclaimer. Keep in mind when using stickles, it's going to be a pain to color the other side. Totally forgot about that, but oh well. I'll cross that bridge when I get there, I guess. So that is everything for our March color along. I think I finished it in time. I should be able to have everything edited to have it up by, well, to have part 1 up by Friday, so I'm really excited for that. And April's color along, I already have one picked out, so I'm actually really excited to color it, and hopefully it turns out really good, and hopefully you guys will like it. So keep an eye out for that for next Friday. And yeah, if you guys like this video, would you please give it a thumbs up? I would greatly appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. All right, guys, as always, take care. Bye.
Stars fall at my feet, keep me grounded as I reach higher than I see. Is there something there for me?